Hello Scrapbookers. So today we're going to be working on this page, and I got the layout design from a post on my Pinterest board from Studio Calico, and I don't actually know who did it, but it's basically like two photos up here on a messy block with the title down here, and so I cut the word snapshots, and in the original, in the layout that I scrap lifted, it said something about snapshots as well, and I colored the Me and My Big Ideas letter stickers with my Copics, so that was fun. There's not a lot of journaling on this page, but this is a fun page to put together, although I will just give you a word of warning. During the filming of all of this, when I'm filming, I don't actually get a lot done, but I do a lot of like talking about how stressful my day was, and then when I finally finish it, I actually do it off camera. So if you like the chatter, you might like this, but if you really want to see putting together a page, I'm not sure this is the best video to watch, so just a word of warning there. Okay, grab your supplies and let's get started. Hey Scrapbookers, so I just did a little 2-minute tip on how you can color those jumbo alphabets that came in the set, in the Jenny Bolin set, but let's just put those back. I just colored them in with Copic markers, so that just gives a different, option for using the letters in the kit. Put those back in the little container, and let's open up the magic pizza box and get started. So what is next here? Well, okay, I have these three, and I also saw, so these three photos, right? That's me in kindergarten, and I wanted to tell this story about how I brought kittens to kindergarten. And so I think when I was thinking about it before, see, I'm almost done with a bunch of these. When I was thinking about it before, I was thinking I would use some of this Jenny Bolin paper in conjunction with it, and this with the clocks. So let me maybe pull this out as well. Oh, look! We can use the Groovy. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Ruby first. Ruby is my Nana, and I have been really enjoying doing scrapbooking about her because I found this old scrapbook this past summer at my aunt's house, and it was just a million pictures of her that I had never seen before. And so it was like I was meeting a whole new person, and I've just been completely just loving playing with those old pictures of her. So this, I think she's holding a camera in this photo. And because in a lot of the photos, like, she actually was holding a camera, so she'd be holding a camera, and then like her sister would probably be holding a camera too. But I think for this one, let's use those, let's color in the letters, and so we'll put the kitty one on hold. What I think I am going to do for that kitty one, just maybe if I can, is I added these to the kit. Let's just see. And I saw a layout on Pinterest the other day using a whole bunch of Polaroid frames, and so I think that, I don't know, they're not quite big enough, so maybe not. But when you have some smaller photos or photos that can be cropped down, I have an idea for these for a layout. Oh, come on. These are from 2013. They're jelly bean soup. And I think I got them. Where did I get them? I got them at Whimsidoodle, but I think I got them on the half off bin wall. Okay, so I'm not going to do the cat ones just yet. So let me do the ruby. And I really want this to be kind of just a two-tone layout, so just the aqua and then the black and white, but I definitely want to add the aqua to those letters because that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Okay, so for aqua, I thought I had two. I have mint green from Copic, but I thought I had a darker one too. I don't see it. But this is definitely going to work. It's the right color, right? You know what's kind of funny? Is this jelly bean soup, this part of the packaging, I think will work too. So I'm going to leave the cards in there, the Polaroids, but I think I'll just pull out this part because that is going to work with the colors of this page. So maybe I'll do like a bunch of different layers of that aqua color. So I'm not totally sure how that's going to look yet, but that's maybe something that goes, or maybe I will, I don't know. Maybe I will use some of this on the page. Wood grain. Because I've seen, I think I even made a Pinterest board where it was like wood grain plus chalkboard. Okay, I'll pull some of these out. And I did cut letters out of those mason jars. And then let me just pull some more of the teal out in case I need it. I think that's almost it there. So this is a page where I don't have the design of the page yet, but I think if I can just pull all of my teal scraps out first, then I'm going to skip the navy blue. But that way I'll have some options for how am I going to put this page together. What else I got? I do have an apple that is teal. And some baking equipment. I don't think that's going to work really. But the apples might, or the apple, one apple might work. And the squirrel might work. And also, I guess the darker blue. I'll keep those out. So I'm just kind of gathering up my supplies first. And I really almost think I want to maybe look outside of this kit, which you're going to be like, how is that still the kit? It's still the kit, don't worry. But I think I might want some more, just go into my scrap bin and grab some more teal things. So let's just see. That's, okay, so I have a little bit of yellow on this apple, so maybe I just add in a little bit of yellow. Oh, look at that side. Don't anyone ever let you dull your sparkle. I think her sparkle was dulled. Isn't that sad? But then if I did these, then I've got the repeating motif of the Polaroids. So that kind of works. Let's see what else we've got. I don't think I want to say that though. I mean, I kind of do and I kind of don't. Let's look at the rest of these cards. Here is this film strip could work with this motif of the cameras. Maybe not show the whole thing, but something like that if I'm layering it up. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, we got a camera. That can work. And some polka dots work. Haha. I think this is a quote by Laura Ingalls Wilder, and they didn't give her the credit, but it says, sometimes the smallest things take up the most room in your heart. I think that is. Anyway, she's a cousin. Here's another one of those colors, so maybe I don't have to go out of this kit. yeah, let's not go out of the kit because I've already added like quite a bit to the kit. So if I can help it, I don't really want to go and keep getting more things. So let's look at the, so this is a little bit different than how I've been usually doing it, is I'm just looking at what would work with the color scheme here. The gray would work. And then building my page from there. So my supplies are going to kind of talk to me as far as like where they're going to go. Okay, so can I use any of these cute things? Because I'm going to cut out the owl, which really does start to get away from my monochromatic theme here, because I've added in yellow and now there's a little tiny bit of red, which I didn't want to go too many colors, but, and then this like snowflake looking thing. Oops. So last night I was doing a whole bunch of and then the diamond, because like her life definitely changed after my she married my grandfather. Okay, so if I use the side that said don't let anybody dull your sparkle, then I could use the sequins that are in the kit, and then also there's some stars in here, like, you know, shine, so maybe that would work, because the name of this We Are Memory Keepers paper, it isn't right here. What goes with this, I think, is, whoops. This goes together. But this is called Shine, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. But I guess it does a little bit. Do we want to add anything from this kit? I'm wondering. This part of it. I still gotta use that, this leaf stuff. I really want to, is the funny thing. I haven't been avoiding it at all. So here is another paper. These two papers are the same, from the same line, so I'll pull those. Now I'm feeling like I'm pulling way too much. That happens. Service with a smile. I feel so lucky to know you, the best of the best. I like that. That could maybe work. This one right here, and then maybe a couple of the hearts, which would bring in that red. Okay. You can see I'm really, it's getting more involved. A little more involved. That's okay. So this is from the basic gray line called Clippings. Oh, and it says say cheese. Haha. Let's do that one. Now, I usually don't cut embellishment sheets up like this. I usually leave them all together. But I'm just kind of approaching this page in a different way. And I think that's a good thing to do sometimes. Okay, I'm just going to keep all of those. I'm not going to cut those up. But it is good to just kind of go at your process a little bit differently every once in a while. So that way you kind of get in a different headspace, and I think it helps with your creativity, and it helps to keep you interested. You know, like it stays interesting. Okay, good. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, I feel like this is getting long now. I'm gonna pause you just so I can it'll be easier uploading. I'll be right back. Okay, see, I didn't move. I'm just continuing to go through this pile that I've created, and I am definitely pulling way more than I need, but I'm not totally sure how I'm going to set up this page yet. So I'm just kind of playing, which is a good thing. Let's see what else we got. I feel like I'm missing some paper here. Not that I don't have enough, because there's a ton here. Here's some of that shine. Oh, I think it's going to do, I think we're going to do that. Don't let anybody lose your shine. I think it's going to work. Take that one out. And I could have sworn that I saved some paper from a layout I did yesterday. There it is. This weathered look and then the words. Yep. Perfect. So just kind of put this back together here so that I can, now I don't need this bin or this pad of paper, and I don't need the pizza box, right? Where did my pizza box go? Here it is. So you can see how if you had a limited space, this could be a way that you could really work and just have like all of your supplies fit into this 12 by 12 space. So like I'm pulling a bunch of things out to work on, but then everything else is going, just staying in the bin basically. I'm just seeing if any of these motifs work or the colors work. And I'm determined to use these leaves on a different layout, but I'm determined to use those soon. So now I'm just pulling the colors that match. And I know this is like way more stuff than I probably need here. Absolutely more stuff. Okay. Done looking. So now what I'm left with is all the supplies that are in the kit that I've added to the kit, but they're all in this one thing that I can just kind of put to the side, right? And then all of the pages all of the supplies for this page that I want to work with are all right here on my desk. So now I can start to build the page. So this is what like a really large page kit, but still, it's still good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Okay, that's what Chevy Chase said in Christmas Vacation when like Eddie told him something horrible, and then like Chevy Chase like gets the eggnog and says, "It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good." I think when he got the jelly of the month for his Christmas bonus, we quote that movie like almost every single day. Anyways, last night, guess what? Chevy Chase is totally my cousin. So last night I figured out that, like, I already knew some of the pilgrims that I'm descended from, which include Cook, Richard Warren, I think it was called Francis Cook, I think that's his name, Richard Warren, and then Doty, Edward Doty, Doughty, something like that. And so last night I figured out Howland, and that connection I think brought me to the Bushes, who I think I was already related to, like George Bush, you know. And but it also, I added like Chevy Chase and the Baldwin brothers and the guy Christopher Lloyd, who was the old guy in Back to the Future. Isn't that cool? It's cool. I basically like all the pilgrims from my grandpa's. I'm really, oh, and Brewster. And I think if I'm related to Brewster, I think he's the one that's connected to the John Smith from the Mormon Church. I think. I know he's related to one of them. But so I have a bunch of more famous cousins that I didn't know about until last night. So that's exciting. So I told my son just recently watched Back to the Future, and I'm like, hey, you know that old guy from Back to the Future? He's like, yeah, he's probably our cousin, right? I'm like, yes, he is! 9th cousin, 3 times removed! And so, yeah, that didn't get him interested. But the reason that I care about, like, the connections to the famous people is it's a way to get people kind of interested in the family history. And it is interesting. That's kind of cool to think. It's really interesting, I think, to think, like, those people on the Mayflower, like, they really did change a lot. Oh, and this one lady I'm related to is somebody Otis, and she was, like, a woman, first of all, but she also, like, was really, like, she was friends with all the presidents, like George Washington and all the, like, the presidents way back when. And she was, like, I want to say she helped in some way to write the Declaration of Independence. Something, like, big deal like that. So not only, like, the Mayflower Compact, but also, like, the Declaration of Independence, you know. That's exciting stuff. That's super exciting stuff. So this Ruby, this Nana of mine, I have, you know, you got 4 grandparents, 2 parents, 4 grandparents, right? She's my only grandparent. So, of my 4 grandparents, Ruby is the only grandparent who is not descended from pilgrims. The other 3 of my grandparents are descended from Mayflower pilgrims. So I'm super pilgrimy. How's that? I would like to go up and, like, do the thing where you can have Thanksgiving up there, and then also, like, you can stay at, I think, at Plymouth Plantation. I'd like to do that someday. I don't think I have a lot of interested people. Like, I don't think my kids are at all interested in that. And, but I think it would be super fun. I would like to do that. Maybe my sister would do that with me. I doubt it. I have to find somebody who would do that with me. Because I think that would be cool. Like, apparently you live in the way the Pilgrims did, except that the one bonus is they let you use regular toilets. So you know, you sleep in the houses, and, like, the kids, like, actually sleep on the ground, like, in the dirt, you know, because they had dirt floors. But apparently at Plymouth Plantation, they let you go use a regular toilet. You don't have to, like, do it the Pilgrim way. That's kind of nice. Because I would want to use a regular toilet. I mean, I don't know. I grew up in Maine, so I can definitely pee in the woods. I know how to do that without making a mess. You know what to do. But given a choice, I'll take plumbing. Okay, there's a Ruby. And yeah, I really don't think she's related to pilgrims, because her family came from Scotland and settled in Harvey Station in New Brunswick, Canada. And so her family came over like much more recently than the rest of my relatives. And also, it was fairly incestuous because I think they were just so remote that, like, you know, cousins were getting together just because there was no one else to marry, I think. Yep, that happened. And don't be so shocked. It probably happened in your family too. Like, it definitely did. I'm sure it did. Because the other thing is that just naturally had to have happened just because of the way it keeps expanding, like how many grandparents you have. And then if you go back to a certain point, they're just the amount of grandparents you need to make you. There weren't that many people in the world, so there you go. Does that make sense? It does. I probably didn't explain it very well. Okay, so here's all the embellishments. Let's put them over here. And then next, let's put, so we've got 2 photos. Next, let's, oh, and I got letter sticker. I got some more embellishments. Hold on there. Dun, 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 dun. More embellishments, and then some partial pattern papers. So let's put everything over here so we can kind of see what we've got. And then what I plan to do after this page is do another page with these same basic supplies. So, you know, I have the bigger kit, like now it's humongous, but I've like pulled from that a smaller kit that I can make a couple of pages with. Does that make sense? So these are the pattern papers that I have to work with. So like a whole bunch of them. Ta-da. That's like about the size of a kit, right? I like options. So now the next thing I want to do is figure out what's my page design going to be. And sometimes when I have, like, I know what the photos are going to be, I like to look on Pinterest to see what should I do as a page design. So I'm going to go ahead and search through my Pinterest, and then I'll be back with the page design that we'll kind of use as the inspiration for setting up this page. Okay, I'll be back. Hi scrapbookers. Okay, so we got some background noise because I saw this, hold on, this wreath on Instagram, and Allie Doddsdall, I think Allie Doddsdall made it, yeah. She's a frequent teacher at Big Picture classes, and also she's used to be in Simple Scrapbooks, and anyways, I think she works somehow for We Are Memory Keepers now. So she made that wreath with this pack that I have been using, or added to that Jenny Bolin style kit the Jenny Bolin October kit that I've been working with. So I've supplemented it with this, which was not in the kit, but I picked this up at Whimsidoodle, and the colors, I fell in love with the colors. Not every single page am I in love with, but look at how all the colors look together. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. I don't know, I just thought that was so neat. And so I've been cutting on the silhouette leaves. Let's see, and I have had to like rearrange my whole silhouette. So that's what you hear in the background, but those are the leaves. And they're so pretty. And so I'm going to be making a page about my genealogy with all the leaves, you know, like branches, trees, leaves, family history. So clever, right? Okay, that's an aside. So what we were gonna, like, in the continuing story of trying to get this page done, let me just tell you what, my life is insanely stressful right now. Like, I can't even tell you. I can tell you, but I'm not going to. But just suffice it to say, oh my gosh, I don't think I'm going to live through this. I will. I will. Ugh. Just like mountains of frustration. And I'm good. I wish I were more effective. I'm not. I'm just having a struggling time, and if you watch my videos, you probably know what it relates to, so I'm not going to say. It's nothing major. I think a lot of moms go through this stage. Well, I can just tell you, it's, yeah, it's basically children going through puberty or getting close to it. How's that for embarrassment? And I don't want to do that, but I'll just tell you, I've never had, like, this is definitely up there in the stressfulness of my life, like, most stressful times. Like, I wasn't this stressed out ever in law school or taking the bar exam. Cakewalks compared to this time in my life. Okay, so blah. So when I came to you, that was yesterday. I think so. It's been a little while, so I kind of forgotten where I was with this, but I think I went to Pinterest. So I'm going to go to Pinterest on my iPhone and then look at my pins and see what I was talking about. All right, this is another page I really liked. Isn't that nice? Oh, I love that. It's got the same kind of colors as in that shine paper from We Are Memory Keepers, but I love that design, and I think that's something you could do on your silhouette. I want to do that. I also want to get a sewing machine. I think, oh, this is by Page Maps, or that was for Page Maps. It's really nice though, right? I like that a lot. Okay, so I pinned that recently, but I don't think that was the one I was going to use. So what I wanted to do is get on Pinterest to find a layout design for this page, and I think this is the other one I pinned. So that's the design I'm going to be using. Now my page is going to come out different, but that's the basic design, so let's get started on that. So the top part is, and I don't know why, but I really like these clocks for these pictures of my Nana. I think it's because her camera has a circle, and you know, it was a long time ago and time passes, and so that's going to be, I think, the top part of my page. And then for the bottom part, so we've got probably like 4 inches on the bottom and then 8 inches on the top. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. So who made that? Was this was from this page, I don't know who it's by, but it's from Studio Calico. So that's where you can find it if you're wondering about that. And so I also liked this idea of, I didn't really initially like these. Yeah, that's too busy, right? I want to get something on the bottom that's going to be contrasting. So they've used craft, and I'm kind of tempted to want to use something a little bit darker than that, but the craft might work. That would be another option. Ooh, that's pretty. I think I want something more grounding though. I love that deer head, but I don't think that's the one. Nope. Let's see what's on the back of this. And this is Jenny Bolin paper. So that's, I don't think so. And I don't think I want to divvy up that bottom part. So I'm going to have to go looking for that craft cardstock. Can you believe that? Get all this stuff out. I'm like, nope, 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 nope. Need something else. So I'm just going to go to my pack where I have all of the papers. And I really don't want to go beyond this. So, oh, this might be good. Because I've been using these to kind of cut, but to cut all those leaves for my next layout. Oh, it finally ended, the horrible noise. Sorry about that. Yeah, I tell you what, I am so stressed out. I need to go on a girlfriend weekend. That's what I really need. For reals. I just need to, go. But I don't think that's going to be in the cards anytime, like super soon. We'll see, we'll see. We shall see. I need to develop better girlfriends. But it's so hard, right? I mean, it's not hard. See, this is the thing, is like, I don't know. I don't have any kind of, hang-ups. Like, I'm fine with, like, meeting new people and talking to people I've never met before. And then but I just, I guess when I get a little leery is in the middle part of friendship, when I guess I have like a phobia of somebody wanting to talk to me every day. Because I'm just not that consistent. But also, like, in my world, I know a lot of different people for different, like, for the different roles that I have in life. And so, like, here in my adult life. And so I love going back to my older friendships, like from high school, from when like, my old girlfriends know me, you know, they just know me. And they don't know me as a role. And I like that. They don't have like oh, this is Katie the scrapbooker, this is Katie the lawyer, this is Katie the mom, this is, you know, Katie, that stressed out lady I see in the school parking lot. I have made friends with. There's one lady I think I could be friends with. She works in the school office, and I went to a birthday party like a couple weeks ago with another one of my daughter's friend's mother. Put the party on. Oh, that might be nice with the lines. That could work, and I wouldn't have to interfere with the deer part of that page. We'll see. But anyways, she was like, oh, we should, you know, get a mom's club together. I think she's, ready for some female bonding time. What do I think of that? I kind of like that. And if that was, yep, it's a winner. Let's try that. I think it's a winner. So that's the opposite side of that page. You know what's so funny is, like, some papers you just like so much you don't want to use them. I do that. But it doesn't make any sense. That little thought process. I know. Not everything I do makes any sense. Like, in fact, just ask my children. A lot of what I do makes no sense whatsoever, Mom. Yeah. Oh, I know. Okay, so I think I wanted to go just about there. So how's that for rambling on a Friday? Gosh. Yeah, I just came from tutoring, and it was difficult. Okay, I'm gonna pause. I'm back. So at big picture at Get It Scrapped, one of the times when we were doing the office hours, I think it was with Anna Aspinez, I'm pretty sure it was. Anyways, she was talking about different challenging things in her life, and so I think I like this. Also, my Nana had wood paneling in her house, so that kind of rings true. Now, I'm gonna not do the thing where I like splice everything together. I'm just gonna glue it right on top there. Ha-ha. What's that? I'm also getting to, it's October. Okay, I know I started 5 sentences there. It's in October, and I can feel it coming. You know, you get to know yourself. The older you get, the more you like get to know yourself. And that's interesting, right? I think it is interesting. Because I think, like, I don't know. I'm not sure I did a lot of, like, introspective thinking about myself. Maybe I did. I don't know. But, like, anyways, you get to know yourself and patterns. You know, you get to know your own patterns and cycles the older you get. And so I'm 44, and I know this about myself. Once in the fall and once in the spring, I have to. Like, it's unstoppable. I have to do a cleaning binge, and it's coming. I was afraid it wasn't going to come. I was like, oh, I haven't been feeling it. I'm a little afraid it's not going to come. Well, it's coming. I can definitely feel it. It's where I just have to, I just go crazy cleaning the house. And so sometimes all that stress kind of works for me. You know, so I think the ruby's going to go here. And then I really like, in this layout, the way, oops, hold on. Yeah, the way that there's that white word, that silhouette cut. And so I think I will use the same word. It's snapshots, except I'm going to write Ruby. I'm just kind of, I keep titling every page about her with her name. I don't know, I just like her name. I know Ruby isn't teal. I should have made it red, huh? Oh well, but let me show you. I'm going to do that cut. Let's see how my silhouette thingy did. Oh, and I got to go soon too. Okay, so I did two things. One is I watched a video on YouTube. It's by the Scrap Master is the person's name. And it is called SP episode 374, Silhouette Cameo Basic Care, How to Replace the Blade and Re-Sticky the Cutting Mat. So I tried some of her techniques, and let's see how that came out, because I'll show you some of these. So some of these cuts got a little, they got a little yucky. Like, I can still use that, but I was like, maybe I should replace the blade. I've had this silhouette since Christmas and never replaced the blade. So I didn't actually I tried to replace the blade, and then that didn't, it didn't work. So I think I put the original blade is back in there, but I just I wonkied with it, which she tells you all about in the video. Again, her name was, hold on, I'll tell you. It was the Scrap Master. So, anyways, I'm still getting a little of that yucky cutting, so I probably do need to, this is a different leaf too, but I probably do need to, change out the blade. I might have my husband do it. I'm such a baby. I make him do so many things. Okay, and now I've re-stickied the mat, and now this kind of feels like how when I got the mat in the beginning, it was really difficult to pull anything up off the mat. Grrr. So this is like called having two projects going at once, or having 50 projects going at once. But I know I was going to tell you something earlier. It's about making friends, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I need a girls' night. I'm not sure I'm going to get one. So my husband usually does his band night. Oh my goodness! On Friday nights. Okay, this is what I'm getting. It's kind of hard to get it off here. Grr. Oh my goodness sakes. But anyways, I do have kind of a posse of women that I could probably get together with. And even one who has a son who's in my son's grade, her son has some issues too, and we keep saying we gotta get together, you know, it's one of those things. And we did last spring, and it was so much fun. We just need to do it again. I'm the friend who's not good at planning all that out. So if the other friend isn't good at it, then usually nothing happens. But if I have a friend who's like, okay, so next Thursday we're gonna we're gonna do our little breakfast thing, 10 o'clock, and this is where we're gonna meet, then I'll be like, okay, cool, I need a cruise director. I didn't always. I think it's just like lately in life, it's difficult because I'm the cruise director at my house to a reluctant family who never want to do anything and then complain that they're bored. Do you guys get that? Do you have those complaints? Oh my gosh, it's so frustrating, right? They're like, we never do anything fun. I'm like, because you never allow me to plan anything fun. Or if I do, you don't want to do it. And so, you don't want to give up, but, well, you know, sort of give up. Like, I don't say, do you want to go to the park anymore? And maybe that's just part of growing up, but they're like, we used to do so many fun things when we were little. I'm like, I know. I used to just say, get in the car. And you guys would get in the car. Now, I'm like, get in the car. And they're like, where are we going? I don't want to go there. Or I got something else to do. Okay. I think I might have put more sticky on this mat than I should have. I used this. It was probably a little too aggressive, and I probably sprayed too much of it. It's called Craft Bond Multi-Purpose Spray Adhesive, Temporary or Permanent Bond. So I probably should have used something that was temporary. This was pretty, and so, sorry I'm going on and on about this. I was really going to put together a layout. Oh my goodness. But I'd like to get this cut going before I leave for the, like, in other words, I'm not going to be getting very far in a hurry here. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, I'm going to give up on this, and I'm going to use my other cut mat. I don't know. I'm going to have to work on that later. I don't think you want to watch me do this whole painful process. Oh my goodness. It's really hard. It's like ripping the paper. And the paper's pretty solid. It's, I don't know what brand this one is. I want to say Basic Gray. But I'm ripping it quite a bit. So one of the nice things when you cut something like a leaf, which it doesn't matter which side, but sometimes the one side is kind of looks better than the other. I like that though. I think I can work with it. It's one of those things that like maybe I'll do when I'm watching TV or something else. Oh, I think that's going to be pretty actually. Okay, that's a different layout. Anyways, okay, so I was telling you about scrap therapy. My mouth and my brain can't keep up with each other. I had to like circle back around, you know. Okay. So the Anna Aspina's, office hours at Get It Scrapped. She was talking about some of her life challenges, and I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna get to that other silhouette cut right now. Hold on just a sec. Yeah, I'm almost to where I gotta go pick the kids up from school. I drive up and down, back and forth to the school so many times a day that I really think I can't finish any more thoughts because I keep having to go back up to the school. Sorry, so what I was trying to tell you is, you're my scrap therapy. So yeah, when we did the office hours with Anna Aspina, she was talking about different struggles in her life, and then I think in the chat I was like, oh, scrap therapy, you know, we should do something on, somebody should do a class on scrap therapy. And so Carrie Eric was like, let's do a class on scrap therapy. And I was like, okay. But I feel like completely unqualified to do it. But she like, I think her husband is a psychologist or something like that. But I think, I gotta check in with her to see if she still wants me to do anything for that. I don't think I really want to take the leadership role on that. Just because. So there's my pictures of her. Okay. This is what I do. See these pictures? Hold on. See, those pictures are so tiny. My pictures are so big comparatively. So that's how the page is going to look different. There's lots more white space on this page. It's okay. What are you going to do? So I want to do this here. And then let me see if I can click through. I guess it's going to take me to studiocalico.com, and then I can kind of, whoops, like enlarge and look around. Oh, haha, they have, there's stitching on this. Yeah, I think today after school I'm going to take my girl and go buy a sewing machine and maybe some, because my husband's not going to fix mine. I'm going to buy some supplies. Alright, so what do I need to do here, people? I need to make like a mat underneath these photos. Let's do that. Let's do that off the page. So I'm just going to start sticking these together. Where's my adhesive? Yeah. Have you noticed I haven't really gotten anything done? It just vented the whole time. Well, thank you. If you're still watching, thank you. It is, I think I want it to look, how did I want it? Hold on, let me see what. It's the same picture. I just, like, kind of up close to one of them. I think like this. So let me just put a little adhesive here. So I'm just going to keep doing, like, a little bit. I guess I do. I don't want to, totally build it off the page. So I'll keep the page there, but I'm not going to stick it down to the page because I guess I need to figure out like how big it's getting. You know what I'm saying? Alright, and in this photo, oh, they've got leaves in there and everything. Okay, huh. It looks like to me she's got one strip of yellow that goes underneath the whole thing. So I don't have, I think I have any yellow here, but I know I do in this paper pack. So back to this thing. So I'm actually, I was going to limit it to this. What's wrong with me? Why do I don't, I'm going to add more and more and more. Okay. Let's use maybe this one. Alright, I think maybe the flowers. I don't know. Oh, people. So, yeah, on the scrap therapy, sometimes I think it's just very therapeutic to just look at the pretty pictures and go, ah, that's much better. Now I feel better. I really do like how the yellow looks on that layout, so I want to actually copy that idea. So I want to cut something that's like less than my photos. So something like about like this. And longer. So there we go. So that gives me a nice base, and I'm not going to uncut the. I think I've gotten carried away with doing that lately. I need to stop. You know when you want to save the paper? I got so much paper. I don't need to be saving paper, right? I don't know. I'll change my mind on that, I'm sure. Anyways, I do think that, like, if you're having stress in your life, you know, not only working through, like, whatever the problem is on the scrapbook page, because, like, here, I'm not scrapbooking about my problem at all. You know, this is totally separate from my problem. It doesn't have anything to do with this, but it, I'm getting that repeating thing. It's okay. But, So I'm going to build it kind of like this. But I think that, like, if you can get your mind off your problem for long enough, and I probably haven't done that because I keep telling you all about it, but if I was just, you know, not doing that, if I would have just, like, kind of focused on what I might need to break that up so I can make that just a little longer. I don't know if it will fit. Maybe this can go. No. I do like this idea of having that little lady down there. What do you think? Ladies at lunch. So I'm going to just keep that there for a maybe. Okay. Now I just want to kind of layer things up. Oh, there's some more of those ladies. Ha ha ha. I like the ladies. Yeah, that's cute. But sometimes just arranging, you know, pretty pieces of paper onto a scrapbook page, you can you can get lost. Oh, I gotta go. Yeah. I was just starting to relax and then I had to go again. Grr. It's seriously a thing. Like, I seriously can't complete a thought or anything else that I do. Like, it's just like, oh my gosh. Like, life is just, it gives me like these little tiny increments of time. And then I think like, oh, I should have used my time. You know, I should have done some exercising or something better. Yeah, I know that exercise is a great way to, well, it helps with not just like looking cuter, but it helps kind of maintain your sanity, I think. And I probably need a little more exercise for both reasons. And the other thing I was telling you about is, you know, how you get to know yourself a little bit better over time. I also know that I don't think I'm the best, I don't think I'm the best tutor or teacher or, I don't know. I don't think I'm that good at that. Because I don't always, read the instructions or pay attention to the rules. Like, I know this about myself. Oh, I kind of like. Okay, so I'm thinking like I'm going to cut this sticker in half, but I'm going to do it on my guillotine cutter, and that way like half of it will go above and half of it will go below. But then kind of the tricky part is then it's going to be sticky. I don't want it sticking to every single thing in the world, you know. Let's see. I want it to go, I think, like this. So this is double stick tape onto a sticker, but the thing is I need to get this double stick tape so that it's sticking it to the back. I should just do it like this. That might be easier. Okay, I really gotta go. Well, thanks for listening to all my problems. It's really not that bad. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is really that bad. I'm not sure. I mean, I think we'll all be okay. I hope. I mean, I think I will be. I hope everyone else will be okay too. Sorry to be all bleh on you today. It was just, maybe this is a good one to try speeding it up. I try to like speak in enough vague term, you know, be vague enough that you don't really know what I'm talking about, but you probably do. I don't know. I also count on the fact that my family's not watching. That just scrapbookers are this deep into it. Let's hope, right? Yeah. Well, thanks for listening. If you're listening, I appreciate it. Okay, I really need to go. Gah! You know, it's so funny though, is I'm really going, but is like when they're little and you're not getting any sleep and all that, like, you know, in your brain, you're like, oh, I can't even form a thought. Well, one of mine really didn't sleep, but it's really like, you know, sleep deprivation, which I probably have a touch of right now too, is, it's hard. It's like how they torture people. But like it's just an accepted part of motherhood. You know? In certain phases. Alright. I like that. Oh, I hope it all fits. I didn't really look. Grr. Let's see if it all fits. Ta-da! Yeah, I'm digging that. That's looking cuter, huh? We're going to do some more layers, and I'll be back, like Mr. Rogers says, you know, and when the day is through, and I'll be back to talk to you, and you'll have things you'll want to talk about. I will, too. I'm sure I will. Oh, yes, I will. I'm going to put some tape right there. I'm going to just leave my desk as it is, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey Scrapbookers, it's been hours since I was last here, and I want to tell you I'm thinking that this was the repositionable thing was a huge mistake. It seems like really difficult to get the paper off, and it doesn't, my mat doesn't seem sticky at all anymore. Like the sticky is gone. The leaven's gone and the sticky's gone. Yeah, it's not even like that was an I think this is a fail. So I'd even gone on Instagram and said, oh yeah, it totally works. Well, I think I'm going to retract that. Maybe just the what I used was the wrong thing, but it seems like really difficult to get this off the mat. Like I want to kind of abandon this little project because you can see like it's just really, I just want to throw this whole thing away. So I feel like I've wrecked the paper, and yeah, these would have been really cute too. The paper and the mat. Gah. So I'm going to call that an epic fail, and I think I might just throw this away unless anyone has any suggestions. Wow, sad. But I do have another mat, and so I'm going to cut, the word signature, I'm going to cut the word signature on my silhouette for right here on the page. Or not signature, snapshots. Okay, that's what I'll be up to. But now with this crazy mess, don't do that. Okay, I'll be back. Hello, scrapbookers. So I have my brand new silhouette mat. Actually, I have 2 of them. And yeah, as I remember, they're really sticky when you first get them out. And so I think what I want to do is kind of fill up this page in different colors, and I'm wondering about whether to do that snapshots in yellow or in white, and I think maybe both. Maybe I'll do them in both. So what I do, I was going to use this old cardstock, but I don't think I'm going to do that. So I just need to find my my yellow. It's like I said, it's been a couple hours since I was here, so to remember where everything is. Oops. So I want that yellow paper, so I should have the other half of the part that didn't get ruined. Oh, gosh, yeah, here it is. Well, that's not it. So, what have I been doing? We went to, what did we do? We went to, well, I went to go get the kids, and then we went to Tijuana Flats, which is like one of my favorite places to eat tacos. Where the heck is that? Oh my goodness, so sorry. Went to Tijuana Flats. It's like my favorite taco place because they have so many hot sauces. And they play 80s music. And their ice is like crushed ice. It's so yummy. So, you know. And they really, it just seems like they really try to provide really good service. And they do. I like that restaurant quite a bit. Okay. I'm looking for that yellow. Why can't I find it? Here it is. I didn't find the half though. I don't know where I put it. So I'm going to sacrifice another sheet, but I'm not too worried about it because I'm going to cut it in half. And so I want half of it here, and then I just need another half. We'll just use, no, I don't want to use that. Oh, I can talk. Anyways, I'm going to use half of this and then probably half of a white and cut that snapshots on my silhouette. And then, before I do that, let me just show you what I got. Well, so we went to the craft store, and we also went to Target. And you know what? I haven't been to Target in a million years, but I love Target. I got this at the dollar bin at Target. It's called White Ink Pad. And I also went, while I was at Joann's, I like picked out a sewing machine that I want to buy. I think I'm going to get the Janome. And it's like the model number is 2222. So if you know anything about that, I would love to know because I haven't ordered it yet. Okay, try to ink this up and get something to stamp it on. Do it on here. Oh. Well, yeah, I didn't expect it to be awesome. And it's not. Let me put that little thing underneath it. So this was on the dollar racks when you walk into Target, you know, for your every impulse. Ugh. Okay, so that doesn't work really. Doesn't seem at all. Let's like really cram it on there. Okay. Well, okay, maybe it's just a matter of really pressing it in there. I think I got half of it. It's lame. It's super lame. Well, you get what you pay for, right? In this case, nothing. It's I do. The stamp is kind of cute though. I think it would work with other inks, but I don't think that white ink pad is working very well. Oh well, I should probably clean this before I put it away. Before I throw it away. And then what else did I? So I also bought at the $1 spot. I got this paper tape, 5 yards of paper tape for $1. Oh, that looks good. That's cute even. It's like navy blue with teal blue polka dots. I like it. It's pretty. There you go. And then, so when I was at Joann's, I was like, oh, I got to get some more of those Tim Holtz little letters that I love so much. And they did still have them, but they were on sale, and this was the last pack. So they only have one more pack. So now I can supplement, and that's great. But then I also noticed Teresa Collins has the same kind of thing. And so I picked those up. They were a little bit more expensive than the Tim Holtz one, but not a ton. And I think the Tim Holtz ones were $2 and these were $3, but they were all on sale, just like everything else at the big box stores, right? So those will be using those. And then I also got this Teresa Collins journaling tidbits, and what I was kind of a little bit disappointed about was that every page is exactly the same. But then I thought, well, how about if I use my Copics? And so let me just test that out. And yes, this is a fork. This is from when I was making the pom-poms. Somebody asked me about that on Twitter. Not Twitter. What am I addicted to? Oh, Instagram. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so this is what I was thinking. Oh, let's just color in that little heart. See how well this takes color. Pretty well. So I can color things in. And then I was also thinking, like, I wonder if I can color the whole thing. Yes. Oh, that colors really nicely, actually. So that's going to give some more versatility to this little pack. So now, when I go to the craft store now, like, when, I've been scrapbooking for, I don't know, probably about 15 years or a really long time, in the modern sense. But now I don't, like, I used to go to the craft store and want to get everything, and now, like, I haven't even been to the craft store or Target in, like, I want to say, like, 6 months. Like, I go to the scrapbooking store, but I used to also go to the craft store all the time. And the only reason I went tonight was because I wanted to check out the sewing machines. And then, of course, have to stroll the scrapbook aisles. But I'm not like, oh, I want to buy a million things like I used to want to. And now, I pretty much have figured out all the supplies I like and don't like, what I use and what I don't use. So now I can just buy like a couple things that I think like I'll actually put to good use. But I am getting that itch as I purchase things. I also bought some clothes tonight at Target. But like a lot of times when I do that, then I come home and I'm like, I must purge. So I'm I'm getting ready to do a closet purge. But I also got this. See that? Oh, that it might be fun is if we cut on this page. We cut the word Snapshots out of this. Oh, that might be kind of fun. Like, yeah? Let's try that. I saw Marie Capistran. Marie-Pierre Capistran is her name. And she's on the creative team at Get It Scrapped. And she's been cutting, I looked at her Instagram, and she's been cutting things out of this kind of stuff, like titles. And I thought, oh, I like that idea. let me try that. So what I think I will do is I'll pick 4 of these different metallic colors, and then I'll cut out some embellishments. And I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be using foil on my first time out with the silhouette, but I'm going to line them up on the mat like this. I'm not going to do it right now because I need to do a couple other things, and I've been talking and talking, but I feel much better than I did before. So, you know, thanks for listening, and also, a little retail therapy never hurt anybody. And, you know, if it's done in moderation, which that's how I do it. My husband might not say that, but I don't go very often. But feeling better. It's Friday night, and I'm at my scrapbook table, so woohoo! Okay, I'll be back. Hey scrapbookers, I just realized, I don't know if I showed you that little metallic stack. Yeah, maybe I did. But I just cut that on the silhouette with the new cutting mat, and like, I don't know if I have the new blade or the old blade honestly now, but so much nicer. And so I'm gonna go peel all the stuff off, and then I'm thinking that this Snapshots is gonna go right down here, and it'll be shiny. Isn't that cute? I'm loving it. Okay, I'll be back. Hi scrapbookers. So I finished this last night, and I know I didn't do it on camera, so sorry about that. The only thing I really added were those the little stars that I punched from like the remnants of what I had cut from that foiled cardstock stack, and it was just a way to use, you know, a way to get some shine on the page. And there's no journaling on this. I really don't know the story too much, other than, you know, I know where I found the picture, and I should probably include that, but I just didn't. I was looking for like a white pen to write down here, and I didn't find one. But if I do, I think I'll write a little something down there. And yeah, I was just tired, and I just wanted to finish it. And I kept having my kids kept coming in, and it just wasn't a good time to film. So there is the final page. Ta-da! Okay, bye-bye.